The ZIFF Festival of the Dhow Countries, East Africa's largest cultural event, celebrates the unique cultural heritage of Africa and the Dhow countries of the Indian Ocean region. Every July, Zanzibar becomes a hotbed of activity, celebrating cinema, music, performing arts, literature, and exhibitions across the island. Renowned actor and UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador Danny Glover came to Zanzibar in July 2009 to visit HIV programs supported by UNICEF and as an official guest of the 12th Annual Zanzibar International Film Festival.
I served as a Goodwill Ambassador to UNICEF. I served as an artist, certainly and a citizen, but I also served as the board chairman for Trans-Africa Forum, an organization that I've been involved with and engaged in for nearly 20 years. And so as the board chair, certainly I bring best wishes as well.
Danny Glover, star of films such as Shooter,
I believe he stood before a flag and solemnly swore,
Dreamgirls, and The Color Purple, arrived at the House of Wonders during the morning's festivities, where he spent time viewing the UNICEF photographic exhibition entitled Don't Exclude Me, Get to Know Me. The exhibition was a collection of photos and stories from the children of ZIFF, the Zanzibar Association of People Living with HIV and AIDS. Mr. Glover spent more time at the House of Wonders talking to children and youth facilitators from ZIFF, and also local school children in town for the Children and Film Panorama. He also made an appearance and spoke at the tourism conference, which was held at the Zanzibar Serena Inn.
Zanzibar opens itself up to the rest of the world, opens up from the vantage point of being a destination for tourists. There's a lot of possibilities within that. It's enormous possibilities to show the best side of a really warm and beautiful people.
On the evening of the 2nd of July, film goers were treated to a special visit from Danny Glover, who was in the audience of the Old Fort Amphitheater for the screening of his film Gospel Hill.
I have a petition here signed by members of our communities.
A story of racial tension and redemption in a small town. He joined director Giancarlo Esposito on stage afterwards to speak about the film.
I think it's just it's an incredible testimony to his passion, his mission to get this film done, and it's evident that you could tell, and others who have seen the film, the relevance and importance of the story itself.
On Friday, 3rd of July, Danny Glover met with the President of Zanzibar, His Excellency Amani Abeid Karume, at the State House.
On behalf of the people of Zanzibar and on my own behalf, thank you very much for accepting this invitation.
Thank you.
To come and visit Zanzibar.
They discussed the work of UNICEF, its support of the Children's Panorama at ZIFF, and the importance of the continuation of these projects for children's education and awareness.
Here in Zanzibar, we have managed to achieve a 100% universal education to our school-going age here. So every child that you see in Zanzibar goes to school.
The level of HIV here is very low, and we are very proud of the work that the government is doing. And also, aside from age, how children are culturated in the idea of films.
At the end of the meeting, His Excellency presented Mr. Glover with the book Simply Zanzibar.
Simply Zanzibar. Simply Zanzibar. I hope you enjoy reading it.
Yeah, good. I'm having a great time.
By Tanzanian photographer Javed Jaffaji. The closing ceremony of the film festival on 4th of July was a night of exciting musical performances and award ceremonies. Mr. Glover was on stage to hand out a selection of the film awards, Clearly, happy to be part of such an important African cultural event.
To the films that bring us together, that show us a new way in which we can use who we are as an instrument for change, an instrument for peace, an instrument for reconciliation. This is what ZIFF represents. I thank you, all of you, the men and women and children of Zanzibar. Thank you.